As I sit here on December 3rd, 2024, not all the way. No, I don't. I'm hoping these next couple games he gets us good, just across the board, no anything, and yeah, can make us feel a lot better about giving him the bag. But you know how that go. They say if it's showing you now, if it's showing you this now before it gets the money, what happens once it actually gets that money? You know how I go.
I think the difference between him and AB, though.
I didn't even say AB. Why you bring up AB? I didn't even say AB, man. We was thinking the same person, though. Huh?
Yeah.
It's like we heard the horror stories. A lot of people talked about these stories. Hey, man, we knew this like this before he got the check. He was like this before he got the check. He got the check. And it was
Pickens doesn't walk around
I don't
entitled
like that.
amongst his teammates, or like a bad teammate, or doing crazy stuff off the field.
Seriously,
Right?
the guys that I talk to, they say he's a fun guy to be around, great guy to be around. Right. But that is still different than are you professional? Great guy to be around versus are you professional are two different things. And I think that that's kind of the in-between that we publicly see. Because think about, even we talked to Darnell. Remember Darnell, when he came on the show, he said, man, I was so excited to come here because GP was here. I got a chance to get back with GP. He's one of my favorite guys. So we get the energy. I mean, shoot, we seen him. He show love. He cool dude. But I think that the professional side might be the issue. Because to us, we not tripping when you drop a football on somebody's helmet, or if you celebrate, we don't care. We was the main ones when he did the shoot yourself and fell back. We loved it. But professionally, clearly the NFL, they're not fans of all that stuff. The NFL wants to clean up some of that stuff. So that's the part where for him, he has to make that decision every time of, I want to be professional, not just having a good time, not just doing what, is acceptable with my peers. What's going to be acceptable with the decision makers, the ownership of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the ownership of the NFL, because you still have to appease them in order to stay in this league, in order to get compensated the way that we want, regardless of how we, all the way feel about it at times. So that's the part where I think for him, he has to just do a little bit better job of how he toes that line.
Someone's paying him.
No, everybody gets paid to an extent, but we've also seen what happens. It's not always you get paid and you're going to get that money because you actually play the contract out and you're a good player. We've seen dudes lose their mind, play falls off, gets in trouble. It's a lot of things that happen once dudes get that contract. We just see the headline and assume, oh, he got it all, he's good.
I just don't think we're going to really have an option.
Well, we always have the option. That's the draft. Or free agency,
yeah,
or trade.
If we want things to
it's
get
not
messy,
the best option, right? It's not the best option, but we always have an option because we showed that even with the AB. Now, granted, this situation I don't feel like is anywhere to that just yet, but it's like we didn't think we had an option then because it was you're gonna take a $20 million dead cap. We essentially said we'll take the $20 million dead cap. So we've at least already seen one part where they will, if it got to that, they are willing to make a like.
Yeah, and I don't think we're there.
We're not.
With
Yeah,
Pickens.
I don't even think we're even close to that if we being real, man.
It's just that whenever you look at other guys that have gotten the second contracts, other receivers that have gotten the second contract, I don't know who's been more deserving than Pickens in terms of their play on the field.
DJ is the only guy that stood out worth the second contract, but his play still isn't to GP's
That's
level.
what I'm saying. So Deontay going back to AB whenever he got the second contract, GP's been better in his first 3 years than both those guys.
Yeah, that's respect.
Freiermuth just got that extension, so I don't see why we wouldn't be giving GP this deal this offseason.
Yeah. He said the only reason is what I had brought up, man. It's gonna be the professional part of it. It might knock some of the bad. He's still gonna get paid. Let's make sure we get that too, though. But to what extent? I think
the numbers are going to reflect if he keeps on this pace this year, and then you combine his first and second year. First year at 800 yards, last year he had 1,100 with the carousel of quarterbacks. This year he might be around 1,400.
He ain't gonna have them double.
That's going to be deserving of at least Ayuk money, like 30 million, like that type of stuff.
Yeah,
just based off production on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we're gonna have an option. I'm fine with paying that just because of I think the value that a receiver like that brings. And the fact that he's homegrown, I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. I think Pickens works here. I think he will work here long term. Maybe it's because I got to see Tomlin and AB work for, what was that, 7-8 years. Pickens in the same kind of category.
People asked, did that work?
What?
Because of everything that played out.
Absolutely, it worked.
I feel like
it didn't
end
well, but it worked.
Yeah, I felt like it worked, but that's the thing. They're like, that culture that was created was part of the issue.
I think Pickens is different than AB, though, too.
See, this is my only issue. I saw AB once the bag got there, and it got even more louder internally. I don't know if AB in year 1, 2, or 3 was pulling up the way that AB when I read it AB in 2014.
Ryan Clark said they knew.
You know what I mean?
Like the teammates knew that was going to happen. I don't know what.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't
players
know
around
enough
right
of
now
that.
think
of
Pickens.
I don't know enough of that.
What's going to happen once he gets money?
Right. Because they was like, I know what's AB. That's when you start seeing man pull up, and you just like, oh, we don't even care no more. We just it's on your schedule. But you're still dominant, and coach says, all right, I'll turn the blind eye. It is what it is. Now you got the culture, and I mean, I ain't tripping on it.
Tomlin's a little bit older now, too.
You know
Maybe
I mean?
he handles things like that differently.
Like, does he nick it in the bud ahead of time before? Yeah. But by doing that, you're gonna rock the boat. I feel like he made that decision with AB of, I don't want to rock this boat because this one might go nuclear, which we saw it would go nuclear.
Now, if Russ sticks around, Russ is different than Ben.
True. And I think that is an added benefit, yes. But it's still tough, though, bro, because he still has to be the one making the decision.
Yeah.
But his talent is the reason why this convo is the convo.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's any less talent, we're like, yo, you're Claypool. You're one of these other dudes that we're just like, yo, it's not worth it to us. You're not worth the headache. But he's worth it. We just, that's the talk. But I like it, though, man. Shout out to GP.